Alrighty, since I screwed up my plans, I'm gonna give you an overview of the market. It's kind of like a outdoor mall. Literally, you can find anything. You can find furniture, you can find clothing, find all sorts of cool gifts. And like I said, this is not a tourist market. This is a real market for the people who live here. This is not opened every day. I tried to do this 3 years ago, but I kept messing up the timing and wasn't here on the right day. Since I screwed up my earlier plans, try to give you a view of things. I'm not going to make this overly long and barter with people. Well, let's suffice to say, the items are very affordable, and the better your Spanish is, the cheaper the price will be. And here, if you happen to know some Quechua, the price will be even lower. It smells wonderful here. But this will not be a short. It's probably going to be way too long. But I am shooting it in a vertical perspective anyway, just easy use with my hands. I have fewer malfunctions while I do it this way. There's lots of fruits. It's even more stuff than is in the regular Mercado that's open every day. There are thousands of varieties of potatoes available in this part of the world. This is where the potatoes originated from. The story is that it's the Andes rose, the tomatoes, or the predecessor to tomato plant, adapted to the higher climate and the freezes that would kill the plant by growing nodules in the roots, which ultimately became potatoes. Little trivia. Look at that ahi. Look at those peppers. Fresh ginger. Lots of onions. Lots of other great fruits. You have a combination of high altitude and lower valleys here in the Sacred Valley. So it gives you a great variety of different foods to have. And we're not hugely far away from the Amazon. Although I don't see a lot of Amazonian or jungle products, but they're probably somewhere around. If you get closer to the jungle, they're much more. So you can tell it's a very popular place. Really busy. Ooh, my lens is getting dirty. Oh well, I guess you'll get over that. And just like the United States, most people walk very slowly and have no concern about being in the way. Yep, that's a Western thing. It's even worse in the United States. People actually have empathy for one another here. You won't find that in the United States except in rare occasions. Grains, beans, queso, cheese, mani, peanuts, almonds, fresh greens, lots of bulk goods, lots of grains, nuts, corn. Yeah, it grows really big here. The origin of corn is in Central America, but it's been here a very long time, and the climate here allows it to grow in many different types of varieties as people have tweaked it and bred it to fill the niches that they needed or desired. So it just keeps going. Try to walk you through this section over here and give you another view. Backtrack a little to get back to where I was. Ooh, I see a bunch of fresa. That is strawberries. Ooh. See, if you eat like this, you'll live for a long time and be happy. And you'll spend a hell of a lot less money than eating all that nasty, highly processed food that most Americans eat nowadays because they don't know how to cook their own food, so they get Hamburger Helper or some crap. Yeah. Cooking is a life skill. It saves you money. As in, you can eat cheaper, and it saves you a hell of a lot of money in healthcare costs because you're going to have a lot fewer problems if you eat real food. All sorts of interesting foods here. Grains and things made from grains like noodles and such. Some of the beans puff up like popcorn, and they have an interesting texture. It's not quite like popcorn, but I rather like it. It's very healthy and it has even more protein than corn. You can see there are many interesting things here you will not find in the United States.
Eso qué cosa es, señora. Tengo los trapeadores, secadores.
There's strawberries. And you can buy cool plants, both ornamental purposes or to grow things to eat. Look at all those cool plants. They're very economical to be had here. Got red corn on the cob. Interesting squash. I assure you these eggs are a hell of a lot cheaper than the ones you were complaining about back home, and more than that, they taste better and they have much brighter yolks. Here you have some wonderful spices and local salt. Mara has a salt flats. It's kind of like salt mine, but they evaporate salt water to make the pink salts. Really popular world over. It looks similar to Himalayan salt. It probably is the result of the oceans getting caught up in the mountains as they rose and trapped underground, with the springs providing the salts. Ooh, look. Some really good, tasty looking carrots. Ajo, that being garlic. Mushrooms. Those are not the psychedelic version. However, those are available. Maybe not here, but they're certainly available, and they are not illegal. They are part of the culture, along with San Pedro, a psychedelic cacti, and other hallucinogens that come from the jungle. They're less prevalent here, but they are available. I can smell the fresh mint, even if I don't see it right now. Oh yeah, there's tuna. That's the fruit off of cacti that grows throughout Latin America and even into the United States. A lot of flowers. It's a great climate for growing flowers. They're not so well situated to an airport like those growing them in Ecuador near Quito, But hey, even the locals enjoy it. Yeah, run into another traffic jam, but there's even more over to the side, a little less organized. This area probably costs premium because it's open even in the rain. But there you go, some cauliflower. Anyway, hope that gives you an overview of how people really live. It's very economical. It's extremely healthy food. And I suggest you come check it out if you get here to Peru. This place is open on Wednesdays in Urubamba. It's right next to the bus station. Of course, this place is huge and the bus station is tiny. More later. Peace out. I hope you're enjoying the trip. Leave me some comments and feedback. What do you like? What do you don't like? What do you want to see more of? I'll do what I can do. Of course, money is a constraint.